fans of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Another opportunity to put on the headgear and finish this season on a winning note comes in the Texas Bowl. It's the Florida Gators and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This year has not gone according to plan. After winning the national championship last year, they thought this season could be an opportunity to run it back, but they have fallen short. Now in a bowl game, they are a little bit disappointed, but coach said, listen, we can look back on what we didn't do or focus on what opportunity lies ahead. He is trying to get his team locked in and loaded so next year can get off to a great start. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The run inside. It's Pritchard. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
From the gun, it's Pritchard. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Driven back.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They'll send the back in motion. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the middle. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The Hoosiers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Can't get him to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Pritchard. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a gap. It's Montgomery. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Handoff for Ball. Looking for room at the 40. At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. There's some room. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
On first down. Out wide right, it's shot. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously,
out of space. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Hoover. On the move. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting.
But, and he's got room. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run in the red zone. Swapped immediately.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts them.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Here's a give the ball. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Richard. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hoover. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On play action. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk of play.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. first play of this drive. Right down the middle. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Handoff for Ball. Enough to move the chains. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Drops back on first down. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you. So they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jones wants to throw it. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And he's got it at the tag. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the red zone, it's Ball. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Gator! Great job by the back on the option. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They marched 72 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the return, it's Beal. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage.
He wants to take the top off. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's a give the ball. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Jones to throw. Under pressure. And he avoids the sack.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They want to throw it. Gets rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Straight ahead, it's Richard. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. He's going to let it go. Makes a grab on the shot. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 3rd and long right here. They give it to him again. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lets it go to the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got the first down. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. And the Hoosiers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Deep in the end zone, it's Preston. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. sends the offense onto the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that fourth down and failing to convert there has to sting. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Looking for a man, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Gators!